Hi everyone, welcome to this complete Python course. Your journey to programming starts here. In this series, we will go from absolute beginner level to build real projects and a final capstone using Python. This course is designed especially for students who may have been new to coding but want to use Python for projects, internships, and further jobs. So, if you can give me 30 to 45 minutes consistently for each class, this 100 class roadmap will take you from zero to confident in Python. What is Python? Before we start, let us understand what is Python actually is. Python is very popular and easy to learn programming language. First introduced in early 1991, it is known for its clean and readable syntax, which means the code looks almost like simple English. Python is an interpreted language, so you can run code line by line, which makes testing and debugging easier for beginners. You can use Python in many styles: simple step by step scripts, object oriented programs with classes, or even functional style code. The best part is that Python is completely free and open source, so you can download it and start coding without paying anything. Now, why should you choose Python as your first language? Python is beginner friendly because the syntax is simple and you do not have to worry about too much punctuations or complex rules. At the same time, it is very powerful and used by top companies like Google, Meta, and Microsoft in real projects. Python is extremely versatile. You can use it for web development, data science, and machine learning, automation, scripting, and even game development. There is a huge opportunity around Python, so if you get stuck, you will find tutorials, documentation, and Q&A posts everywhere on internet. Learning Python can open doors to roles like software engineer, data scientist, machine learning engineer, or even DevOps engineer in future. Python is great start point if this is your first programming language. The syntax is human readable, which means you can look at the code. It feels more like reading sentences than decoding symbols. Compared to languages like C++ or Java, Python has less punctuations, fewer curly braces, and no need to write semicolons at the end of every line. When you run Python code, you get quick feedback so you can see results immediately and learn faster. The error messages are usually clear enough to tell you that what went wrong, which helps you build confidence as beginner. Overall, Python gives you gentle learning curve while still being powerful enough for serious projects. For someone who just started their programming journey, Python helps you focus on logic and problem solving skills instead of stuck on syntax. Once you understand programming concepts through Python, you can always learn other languages more easily. Python is not just for learning, it is heavily used in real world. In web development, Python is used with frameworks like Django and Flask to build powerful websites and APIs. In data science and machine learning, Python is the main language which with libraries like NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, Scikit-learn. Python is also great for automation. You can write small scripts to rename files, clean folders, extract data, or send automatic emails. You will also find Python in areas like scripting for DevOps, creating tools, and even building simple games. Throughout this course, we will touch on many of these application areas through mini projects and examples. Opportunities with Python. Because Python is used in many areas, it creates a strong job opportunities. As a software engineer, you can use Python to build backend services, tools, and applications. As data scientist, you can analyze data, create visualizations, and build models and generate insights for business. As a machine learning engineer, you can design and deploy intelligent systems that make predictions or automate decisions. Even roles like DevOps engineer and automation engineer use Python to write scripts that manage servers, deployments, and workflows. By the end of this course, you will have a good foundation to to start exploring these paths more seriously. Course Roadmap Phase 1. Now let us talk about the roadmap of this course. You know exactly what is coming. The course is divided into 5 phases, where phase 1 covers classes 1 to 20. In phase 1, we focus on basics and fundamentals, how to set up and write first programming language in Python and understand comments, indentations, and you will learn about variables and the main data types like integers, floats, strings, and booleans. We will also cover strong string formatting, taking user input and producing output. By the end of phase 1, you will be comfortable with conditions like if else and loop like for and one while along with break and continue. In course 2, roadmap phase 2 covers of classes 20 to 40 focuses on data structures and functions. You will learn the four main built-in data structures in Python. They are list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries. And when you use them each one, we will go into functions which helps you reuse code and organize your programming better. You will understand parameters, return values, default, and key arguments, and how variable scope works. We will also introduce lambda functions and how to use them with tools like map and filter for cleaner code. Finally, you will learn about modules, the standard library including useful modules like math, random, and date, time, and how to create our own reusable modules. In phase 3, include classes from 41 to 60 and moves up into working with files, object oriented programming, and some advanced topics. You will learn how to read and write files, append them to, and work with formats like CSV and JSON. We will cover exception handling with try, except, else, and finally, so that your program handles error cleanly. Then we move on to object oriented programming, where we will learn about classes, objects, attributes, and methods. We will explore inheritance and polymorphism so you can design more structured and reusable code. You will also see special and dunner method, how operators overloading works in Python classes. In phase 4, from classes 61 to 80, is all about applied Python and projects. Here you will learn start building mini projects like calculator, to-do list, app, and quiz and menu driven applications. You will write automation scripts that will work with files and folders to clean or organize data. We will introduce web requests and APIs so you can fetch real time data like weather or currency information. You will get a beginner friendly introduction to web development using Flask and create simple routes and pages. We will also look at sending mails or notifications using Python, giving you a taste of real world automation. Finally, phase 5 covers 80 to 100 classes focusing on data, machine learning, and final capstone project. You will learn how to work with NumPy, arrays, pandas, data frames to handle and analyze data efficiently. We will create visualizations and using Matplotlib library to make lines, charts, bars, etc. and other to understand data better. We will introduce to basic machine learning ideas and use scikit-learn to build simple modules like regression and classification. In the latest few classes, you will plan to implement and improve a capstone project where you apply everything you have learned. This project will be something you can mention in your resume or discuss in interviews. What you will build? Across the full course, you will build a lot of practical things, not just watch theory. You will create more than 20 mini projects, including console apps, simple games, and automation scripts. There will be around three bigger projects such as automation tools and small web apps and data analytics projects. On the top of that, you will work on one capstone project that you design and build step by step. All of your code will be pushed to a GitHub repository, which becomes your portfolio to showcase to recruiters, mentors, or future employers. By the end, you will not just know Python syntax, you will have a real working sample to prove your skills. To join this course, you need not to have any previous programming experience. You just need a computer with Windows, Mac, or Linux installed. We will install Python together and use code editors like VS Code or other beginner friendly editor. If you can give up 30 to 45 focused minutes each class, that will be enough to watch code along and try a new practice questions. You need not need any paid tools. Python and the editor we use both are free to download as long as you have a system and motivation to learn. You are completely ready for this course. How to get succeed in this course? Here are the few tips to get maximum benefits from this course. First, always code along with the video instead of just watching passively. Typing the code yourself is very important. Second, practice regularly. Even 30 minutes every day is better than studying once a week for many hours. Third, complete the assignment and practice problems given at the end of each classes. That is where real learning happens. Fourth, do not be afraid to experiment, change the code, break it, and then fix it because debugging will improve your understanding. Finally, try to participate in online communities where you can ask questions and learn others as well. Here are the learning path expectations of all the weeks which we need to do. Resources and links. Uh, to support your learning, we will use some helpful resources. The official Python website python.org is where you can download Python and find official news. The official documentation at docs.python.org will help you look at any functions or features in more details. When you are ready, focus for coding. We will mainly use Visual Studio Code, which you can download from code.visualstudio.com for community support. You can explore pages like GitHub, Stack, Overflow, or beginner friendly forums and groups. All the code used in this course will be available in GitHub repository and find the link of the video in the description. Each classes include concept explanation, live video examples, practice problems, and key takeaways. Key takeaways. Let us wrap this introduction with some key points. Python is a beginner friendly yet powerful programming language that is highly demanded today. This course is structured around 100 classes, moving from basics to intermediate on project based learning. The roadmap is divided into 5 clear phases, and along the way, you will build mini projects, bigger projects, and final capstone to success. You will need consistency, hand on coding, and while willingness to experiment and learn from your mistakes. By the end of this series, you will have both knowledge on practical portfolio that you can show to others. In the next class, we will start with setting up your environment, installing Python and VS Code step by step. Make sure you subscribe or follow the playlist so you do not miss any upcoming classes. Keep a notebook or digital notes ready so you can track important concepts, commands, and errors you face. From this next video onwards, you will switch into practical mode and write more and for first programming together. So thank you for watching this introduction. Let us begin our Python journey properly from class 2. Thank you.